In Chapter 4, Part 2, we are going to discuss the substitution method. And this is example 23 from page 11 in the note packet. So we are given two things. We are given y equals negative x minus 7 and 5y plus 3x equals negative 13. So what we're going to do is we are going to substitute. So this negative x minus 7 is the same thing as y. They are equal to each other. Since they are equal, we can take that negative x minus 7 and plug it in for y. If you think about me being absent, there's a substitute teacher in my place. Or if there's someone that is playing a sport and they get hurt, they need to get taken out and someone's going to go in for them. So the same idea applies here. So I'm going to rewrite this second equation. But instead of y, I'm plugging in a parentheses with my negative x minus 7 because that is equal to y. I bring down my plus 3x equals my negative 13. So this second equation here is the same one as I have here, but instead of a y, I plugged in negative x minus 7. So we will distribute the 5 inside the parentheses. So we'll get 5 times negative x is negative 5x. 5 times negative 7 is negative 35. Bring down the 3x equals negative 13. We are going to combine like terms. Negative 5x plus 3x is negative 2x minus 35 equals negative 13. And I've run out of space, so I'm going to bring this up here. So negative 2x minus 35 equals negative 13. We're going to add 35 to both sides. Okay, so now we have negative 2x is equal to 22. We'll divide both sides by negative 2 to get x is equal to negative 11. Now this is just one piece of the puzzle. We have to go back and also find our y value. So x is equal to negative 11. Now to find the y, I'm going to use that equation, the one here, we got a lot going on now, y equals negative x minus 7. We don't know y, so we're going to plug in, again we're substituting, this negative 11 in for our negative x. So y is equal to negative, and in parentheses, negative 11 minus 7. Anytime you have a negative times a negative, it becomes a positive. So we'll take 11 minus 7 to get our answer of 4. So x is negative 11, y is 4, and then we want to write it as an ordered pair with the x value first and the y value written second. So our answer is going to be negative 11 and 4. So x is negative 11 and y is 4. And we can easily check that by plugging it back into the calculator to make sure that the left and the right sides of the original equations are equal. The next example we're doing is number 24C. This is from page 12 of the notes. So we have 2x plus 2y equals 18, and x equals 3 minus y. So I'm going to look at my 3 minus y, and because that's equal to x, I can plug that in for x in the first equation. So I'm going to rewrite my first equation, but instead of x, I'm going to plug in my 3 minus my y, bring down my plus 2y equals 18. We are going to distribute the 2 inside the parentheses, so 6 minus 2y plus 2y equals 18. And then we're going to combine our like terms. Negative 2y plus 2y is 0y, so that cancels out. So we just have 6 equals 18. Since this is not equal, this is no solution. So what happens is that these are two parallel lines that will never cross, and there is no solution. Nothing will ever work. The last example we're going to look at is number 24D, also from page 12 of the notes. Sorry, my 12 looks weird. All right, so we are given that c is equal to negative b minus 11, and 3c plus 6 is equal to 6b. So again, our negative b minus 11 is equal to c. So we are going to substitute that in for our c value. So I'm going to rewrite that second equation, but instead of a c, I'm going to plug in my negative b minus 11. I bring down my plus 6 equals my 6b. Now we need to distribute inside the parentheses. Oops. So negative 3 times b is negative 3b. 3 times negative 11 is negative 33, plus our 6 equals 6b. We can combine our like terms, negative 33 plus 6, to give us negative 3b minus 27 equals 6b, and then we can add 3b to both sides. So negative 27 is equal to 9b. We'll divide both sides by 9, so b is equal to negative 3. We are not done just yet because we also have to find out what c is going to be equal. So I'm going to use my equation here, c equals negative b minus 11, and we're going to plug in this 3 in for b. Okay, so erase some of this here. C is now equal to negative times negative 3 minus 11. So that is positive 3 minus 11, which will give us a negative 8. So C is negative 8 and B is negative 3. So now when we go to write this as an ordered pair, we'll have negative 3, comma, negative 8 as our point.